Let's start our superfood peanut butter cookies by first mixing all of our dry ingredients. We have 1.5 cups of flour swap, 1 cup of granular sugar swap, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of fine salt. Now, if you're making these 100% grain-free, go ahead and increase your baking soda just a little bit to 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. You'll get a little more lift out of your finished cookie that way. Now we'll add our wet ingredients. We have 1 egg swap. Remember to reconstitute your egg swap with very hot water. There's 1 cup of creamy, unsweetened peanut butter. I use the Kirkland brand. Here's 1/2 cup of butter swap. This is room temperature and well stirred. Remember, if you have trouble stirring your butter swap, just throw the entire jar in a blender, blend on high for a few seconds. And last, we have 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Now we'll mix our wet and dry ingredients together well. And you can always use a hand mixer or a stand mixer to do this. When I'm doing small batches, I think it's easiest to just use this flat plastic spoon. Now this is my grain-free peanut butter dough. You can see that it's definitely thicker than normal cookie dough, a little bit crumbly, but it's actually very moist and holds together perfect when you press it. We've got our whole grain swap dough here. It's going to handle a little more like traditional cookie dough will, slightly less crumbly. It's nice and moist, and it's going to hold together really well. Time to make our cookies. I'm making my first batch in the shape of peanuts. So I've got my small cookie scoop, and I'm going to shape it into a peanut. So just press down in the middle and then press that down on your cookie sheet and then reshape it a little bit with your hands. So you have that cute little peanut shape. Now we've got our little shapes made. We'll take our fork and just fork in that signature peanut butter crosshatch shape. We've got our oven heated up to 350 degrees. We're gonna bake these for about 7 to 9 minutes. This batch I made it easy, just did basic circles. We're going in to bake 7 to 9 minutes. Now you'll see my grain-free peanut butter cookie dough is definitely more crumbly and dry. It's fine, it holds together really well. Roll them in a ball, press it down, and they're gonna bake up perfectly. Now I find when I'm doing the grain-free crosshatch pattern, I get a little more dramatic pattern if I use the edge of the fork to actually make the crevices. And then if you need to just squish the edges together, they'll bake up perfectly. Both my grain-free and whole grain cookies were perfectly done at 8 minutes at 350 degrees. We've got our grain-free and our whole grain. Now, if you want to take this dessert a step further, go ahead and add 3/4 cup of powdered sugar swap to a bowl, a couple pinches of fine sea salt, and 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. And we're going to make a little peanut butter frosting to make peanut butter sandwich cookies. Now, I'm going to add just a little pour of vanilla, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. And if we need to add a little hot water, we can. We just want a nice spreadable consistency. I'll start with 2 teaspoons of very hot water. Let's mix that. Looks like we need 1 more teaspoon. Make sure you get all the lumps of the powdered sugar out. Now this frosting actually holds together really well. I just rub it into a little ball, push it right on the bottom of the cookie, top it with another cookie, and boom, got our cute little perfect peanut butter sandwich cookie.